I'm going to make that 5 as well. Marking 7. Passing 19. Penalty taking 14. Tackling 10. Technique 18. Versatility 12. Preferred move. Runs with ball down left. Gets into the channels. Gets forward whenever possible. Tries killer balls often. He likes to round the keeper. He likes to try and break the offside trap. He argues with officials because, you know. He also likes to lob the keeper. He loves playing his way out of trouble. He actually dives into tackles, believe it or not. Runs with the ball often. He's a bit like one of those players on FIFA where you pass the ball to him and you don't see it again for 20 minutes. Oh, did I go offline? Huh, doesn't say it did. I don't know what that's all about. Hugs the line. You come deep to get the ball. You cut inside from both wings. You dictate tempo. You play 1-2s. And you're always going to attempt overhead kicks. You knock the ball past opponent. Try long range passes. You love switching flanks. You cut inside from the left. You cut inside from the right. I mean, isn't that technically what... Where is it? Up here? The cuts inside. Yeah, cuts inside from both wings. Isn't that what that is? And you cross early. Okay. We're down to our last 4 players. Next up, David Thompson. Okay. You are Northern European. You have changeable hair. Short. Your skin tone is going to be average again. Date of birth. August 99, 16th. There we go. City of birth. I can see you as being like a Portsmouth kind of guy. Yeah, it's a bit weird, Josh. It's working now, though. That's the main thing. As long as it's working. I mean, actually, I'm thinking we haven't got anyone local. London Coney is the nearest one. I think you're actually going to be well in Garden City. Thompson, you're a local lad. Right, Hatfield. Now the big numbers. 12, 18, 17, 5 for loyalty, oh dear. 15, 20, 6 and 7. Okay, he's gonna get sent off, I can see it already. Player data, here we go. Current ability says 83, so we'll go with that. Potential 116. Height, I think middle of the road. So let's say he's 5'10", which is a nice 70 inches, which is 177 centimeters. And then weight 12.6, which is 80 kilograms. Left foot 10, right foot 20. Positions, you can play as a central midfielder, but only 15. Attacking central is also going to be 15, and then attacking right is going to be 20. And that is going to be 0. Just say that this is 20 as well, and then this is also going to be something like 10. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, he'll be gone. Loyalty of 5, he'll be gone. Aggression 7, 17, 15, 8 composure. He likes getting flustered when he's got the ball. 18, 11, what's this 20 for? Determination. Oh, he's really determined that he's going to screw it up when he's got no composure. He's also got no flair. That sounds like someone who's local here, to be honest. No flair. No leadership. 16, 13 positioning. So he kind of knows he needs to be on the pitch. He just isn't aware as to which bit at which time. And then work rate, 19. We'll say he's a hard worker. He might not be the best. He'll get the Sportsman Award every year. I think that sounds alright. And then for his physicals, I can see him being quite sort of quick. Yeah, 16. 14 for agility. 12 for balance. Injury proneness is 8. That's not too bad. 18 for jumping reach. So he's pretty good in the air considering. Fitness is 17, so he's pretty fit. Pace of only 11, so he's not the fastest. He can accelerate quick, but just not to a very fast speed. That sounds, again, like someone who's from here. Corners, no, it came up with 19, but I'm going to change that. I don't want him to be good at corners. There we go. 10. He's good at crossing. 19. 8 for dribbling. I'm definitely going to increase that to like 14. Finishing, 15. Yeah, he was a pretty good finisher back in the day. And I made that sound like it was months ago. It wasn't, it was years ago. 6 for free kicks. Heading, 18. That's a bit too high. 16. Sounds good. Long shots, 13. Didn't change it. 13. Thank you. Long throws, 5. Yeah. 18 for marking. So he's really good at picking up other players. Guy that gets picked last in PE. Yeah, I mean that was me as well, to be fair. I was picked last. Particularly when it came to football. We actually, like, when I was at school, in secondary school, we had houses. I'm sure every school has this. I don't know why I'm making it sound like we were the only school in the world. I mean, Hogwarts had it, for crying out loud. But my house won every year. Basically, we won the house cup every year, which is something to be proud of, actually. I might put that on my CV one day. But in sports day, it was kind of, you get picked for everything or you get picked for nothing. So like my friend Nathan, he was always picked to he was a very fast runner, so he was picked for the football team, he was picked for the sprint team, the relay team, all that kind of thing. I think he got picked for other stuff that even he admitted he wasn't any good at, but because he was so good at everything else, he just got picked. Whereas I got picked for nothing, except for one year where I joined the five-a-side team, and I think I sat on the bench for like every game, but in the final they brought me on and I set up the winning goal. I think at that point they decided to be a bit more respectful towards me, because then I think in PE, the actual lesson the week after that, I scored twice. And then when I did six-a-side, I wasn't a goal scorer. This was outside of school. This was when I was at college. I wasn't a goal scorer, but I laid on a couple. And the goals I did score were pretty decent, to be fair, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's say you play shot, you curl the ball, you like to round the keeper, you shoot with power. There's lots of conflicting things here, I realise. Break the offside trap. It's one of my life regrets, actually. I really wish I was good enough at football to play at semi-pro level. That would be awesome. You don't do that, you do that. Let's say you attempt overhead kicks. You might not be great at them, but you give it a go. Cut inside from the right, and you cross early. Okay, we're down to our last 3. Next up, this was the one. I think actually this was the last guy I made on Pro Evolution, and you can tell because his name is so lazy. So his first name's Andrew, which is fine, but his surname is Drewson. So if you call him Andy Drewson, it's fine. But if you call him Drew Drewson, yeah, you kind of get where I'm coming from now. The music ran out. Oh no, I think we just had that one. Where's... That's my favourite. Yeah, it's my favourite. Love this song. Medium length hair. Average skin tone. You were born April the 28th. You're one of our older players. I actually want to change that so you're one of the younger players. Bit of a bright spark, Drewson. Oh, where's he going to be from? Someone give me the name of a city in England that isn't Newcastle or London or any of the other cities that we've already used. I like to play left wing so I can cut inside on my right foot, and I'm reasonably quick centre mid since I believe I can float a pass, and also because I'm quite tall. I tell you what, just reading that, I'm jealous of you already. Here's my attributes. I actually used to enjoy playing defence midfield because it was the position where you saw the ball most often. But I liked playing attacking midfield as well because you could get some shots away. I've actually got a very powerful shot. If I catch it sweetly, I really like it when the ball is sort of rolling in from the left-hand side but also slightly towards me. If I catch it like that, I can really rip my foot through it. I had a very, very powerful shot. I think I'd actually be a pretty good goalkeeper as well, because I've got quite good reflexes. I'm one of those... I'll be like Bravo. I'll be saving with my my feet a lot. Leeds. Perfect. See, my brother... he played as a defender, sort of a left back. Thing is with my brother is he's not the greatest kicker of a ball, but he can play left footed or right footed, so he would just play anywhere across the back line, which is quite a useful skill to have, to be fair. And yeah, I mean, I can't criticise because we were both crap at football. We both tried hard, we were both crap, which is why we both ended up playing golf. In fact, we're pretty good at golf, so it worked out quite well in the end. But he's a bit of a hacker. Like, my shins, I don't think have ever recovered from facing my brother. I don't think Drewson is a controversial player. I think he's a 6 for that. He's very loyal, fiercely loyal. Chained himself to the gate of the stadium when he put him up for transfer. That's the kind of loyalty he is. I like to think I've saved the best two till last, but that might not necessarily be the case. Depends, really. Depends on your view. Right, height. So, I mean, Drewson's a right winger slash... I've got to stop saying I mean at the start of sentences. Drewson's a right winger slash striker. So I think... if he's 5'10", 5'11", I think 5'11". 5'11" sounds good, so 71 inches tall, which is 180 centimetres. And I think he'll be about 11.3 stone, or 11.7, which is 74 kilograms. Hey, that sounds about right. 10 there, 20 there. Cool, right. You can play as a striker, but mostly you are a right winger. Get rid of that nonsense. You can, of course, also play right midfield. There we go. Wide target man, inside forward, advanced playmaker. I'm not sure I like them either. I'd like to think we can retrain him. Nearly hospitalised someone going into a tackle once at secondary school. I ran into him, I was fine, he was rolling around on the floor. Oh dear. I mean, that's basically what happens at every Stevenage match, is one of our big guys takes out a little guy. No sympathy, obviously. It's his own fault, he shouldn't have been there. Alright, 15, 19, 14, 8, 9, 5, not very consistent, 13, 6, 11, 16, 20. He loves showing up for the big matches. Like I say, he's fiercely loyal, chains himself to the gates. He's also one of the guys who camps outside the night before a big game. You know, he's that eager. The eagerest of beavers. 14, 16, 10. Alright, physical attributes. Acceleration. 15. I think that's pretty good. 17 agility. I can see him playing mostly on the right wing. So these stats are very good. Apart from his injury proneness, which I'm probably going to knock 10 off to make it a 9. Jumping reach 18. Yeah, pretty good in the air. Natural fitness also 18. 11 for pace. That's got to be higher. 18, I'm going to make that. So we got 3 18s in a row. Because, you know, random numbers. Stamina 16. And strength 15. And then technical attributes 9. 20 crossing. So he's a bit like Johnston in that respect. 14 dribbling. 19 finishing. So he's a sharpshooter when he wants to be. 11 first touch, free kicks 5, heading 8, 13 long shots, 10 long throws, 16 marking, 18 passing, 11 penalty taking, 17 tackling, nice. 20 technique. I think that's probably too high. I'm going to lower that to 15. And versatility is also probably going to be a 15 to keep it nice and easy. Runs with ball down the right. Moves into channels forward whenever possible. Shoots with power, because who doesn't like to do that? He also tries to lob the keeper. Runs with the ball fairly often. He plays 1-2s, knocks ball past opponent, avoids using weaker foot, likes to switch the ball to the other flank. There's a few times this season with Stevenage where someone's been fouled on the opposition team and I can't help but think he shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's definitely my my motto for fouling in football is, well, he shouldn't have been there. If he wasn't there, he wouldn't have been hit. And we'd all be living a happy life right now. Alright. And then we've saved the not so best till last. I mean, these two are alright. We'll do Peter first. Peter Wilson. We're doing the Wilson brothers. Ethnicity, Northern Europe. You've got blonde hair, short, skin tone, again pretty middle of the road. Date of birth, March the 9th, 98. I think originally they were twins. I'm not going to make them twins this time. Contract. So you're from Hatfield, you play for Hatfield. Cool. Nice and easy. Alright, adaptability 7, 20, 19, quite controversial. 15, 5. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to make that 5. I'm going to make this one 19. So you're also 15, I think. 12, and 11. Alright, 95, 122. I can see him being a pretty good player, actually. Height. This is the fun bit. This is the fun bit. The official Newcastle Twitter page put out a video today of about 40 more seconds. Oh, yeah. I retweeted it. I love that. I love the reactions to it as well. Because I think they tweeted out the version with the commentary, and they said, like, John Anderson really liked this. And Yedlin, I think, replied saying, I liked it too. And then Dummett went, me too, and then a fist emoji. I mean, he went right through Mahrez at the end. That's a great piece of play, though. That's how you should play football properly. Nice crunching tackles. Right, I'm going to make Peter Wilson 6'7". He's going to be like the Peter Crouch of the team. That's why his name's Peter. So, if I do my maths, 6 foot is 72 inches. So, it's 79 inches tall, which is 200 centimetres. He is 2 meters tall. He's like Robert Wadlow. But he's a big boy. Weighs 15 stone, which is 95 kilograms, which I think is more than me. Which is it's a nice feeling to have. I think it's more than me. It's one of those things when you're not quite sure. He's going to be left-footed. Not really able to use his right foot. Position, nice and simple. You're a big fat striker. False 9. False 9? Defensive forward and poacher. No, mate. No. You're 6'7". How can you play a false 9? That doesn't sound right at all. Right, aggression, 14, 11, 20 bravery. I mean, I suppose you're like a lion when you're that tall, because everyone just gets out of your way. 12, 15, 13, 9, 5 dirtiness, yeah. 6 flair, yeah, that sounds about right. It's like it knows. This generator knows. Important matches 17, leadership 16, movement 12. I think that's too high. I think your movement should be like 8. You stand on the penalty spot and that's about it. No, I don't think it was a penalty. I think it was a pretty fair challenge, to be honest. There's a tiny nick on the ball. And it's one of these things I'm a very big advocate of. Just because there's contact doesn't mean it's a foul. Because you can see Dummett's trying to get out of the way, and then Mahrez swings a leg at him and makes contact. To me, that's Mahrez has looked for it, and therefore not a penalty. So I do agree with the referee. Alright, Sparky. Thanks for coming in, bud. It's a shame you couldn't hold on just a little bit longer. We're one player away, and then I was going to test out the database and try and get the kit working as well, which I'm not looking forward to doing. I mean, that's the thing, actually. I can always get the kit in later, the one that appears on the home screen and stuff. Your acceleration is not 18. Your acceleration is 8. Agility, I mean, you're like a gazelle on ice, 6. Balance, 6. Injury proneness, 5. I mean, like I say, you're a gazelle on ice, but you're a gazelle that doesn't get injured very often. 19 jumping reach. Natural fitness, 16. Pace, 10. Not the fastest. Stamina, 15. And strength, 20. You're like Akin Fenwa, but 6 inches taller or whatever it is. Alright, next list. Corners, 8. Crossing, 11. Dribbling, 15. Finishing, 18. No, sorry, 17. First touch, 15. Free kicks, 5. Heading, 19. Yep. Long shots, 13. Long throws, 5. Marking, 14. Passing, 14. Day recording at Leeds Station. Oh, one of those trying to think of train spotting. I'm trying to avoid using the word train spotting. They're actually exactly the kind of videos I watch. Those sort of standing on the platform, just watching trains arriving and leaving kind of thing. I love those. That's how nerdy I am. Okay, preferred moves. I think you place your shots. You're unusually... I've lost all my words. Lost all the words. Finesse, that's the one. You're unusually finesse. Plays short, simple passes. Gets into the area, obviously. You argue with officials because they're all like 5'6", aren't they? And you're 6'7". You don't dive into tackles. Penalty box player. Wes holds or plays with back to goal. There it is. You definitely play with your back to goal. And I suppose you stop play as well. Okay, last player. Last player. We're here, guys. We've made it. Keith Wilson. Northern European. You have dark brown hair. No, you have blonde hair. I don't think we've done that one before. You have long hair. Again, skin tone about the same. Date of birth. August the 15th, 1999. I think that is possible. It's over 12 months after, isn't it? So that's fine. You're from Hatfield as well. You play for Hatfield. Personal data. Get the list. 7, 19, 12, 10, 13, 14, 9, and 11. General 84, 114. Now you're going to be not 6'7". I'll link you the finished version if you want on Steam. I did some on my local stations too. Yeah, feel free. Feel free. Let's say you're 6 foot, so you're 72 inches, which is 182. Actually, let's say you're 5'11". So you're what, 71 inches, which is 180 centimeters. So you're 20 centimeters shorter than your brother. And let's say you're 10.9 stone, which is 69 kilograms again. I've heard that number a lot. So your brother was left-footed. You're not. You're right-footed. Most definitely right-footed. And your positions, you can play up front, and you can also play as a cam, but not convincingly. Okie dokie. 12. 11. I really want to get through this now because we're so close to finishing. 20 for composure. Nice. 18. 6 for consistency. That sounds about right, to be honest. 13. 9. 7. 7 for dirtiness. Yeah. 14. 5. I mean, whilst your brother's chained outside, you're at home with your feet up watching Netflix. It's the kind of player he is. 5 and 6. 19 for movement. 15. 20. 10. And 7. A bit low, those some of those numbers. 9, 15, I don't like 9, that's way too low. 15 as well. 12, 13, 8 for jumping reach. Yeah, I suppose. 19 for fitness. Pace 16. Pretty good. Stamina 14. And strength 17. Technicals. Last list. 10. 13. 16. 14. 17. 7. 11. 12. 10. 14. 17. 6. You're not the penalty taker. 19 tackling. Actually, you know what? I'm going to swap these around. I want you to be our penalty taker. You have 6 tackling. 13 and 16. Okay. And then finally, preferred moves. So you run with the ball through the centre. You get forward whenever possible. Play short, simple passes. You shoot with power. Let's think. You like to round the keeper. You always look for the pass rather than attempting to score, because your brother will punch you in the face otherwise. Not particularly. I mean, I don't take down numbers or anything like that. I just like looking at. It's kind of. I think Jeff Marshall summed it up best. Kind of the same with me. I'm not really interested in trains as such, but I'm interested in railways, like the infrastructure, how it all works, how the networks run, and things like that. So I like seeing trains run on tracks, but I'm not particularly bothered as to what numbers they are. I can recognise them, or predominantly recognise a lot of them. So yeah, I'll leave that at your discretion. Okay, I think we're done. Just make sure they are all here. They're all 17, 18, there's one 16, a couple of 19s as well. So King, O'Brien, Jones, Cartwright, Robinson, Grant, Douglas Pringle, McGregor, McConnor, Johnston, Thompson, Drewson, Wilson. So that's 14 players. Aerial reach is a goalkeeping trait, isn't it? Have I got that wrong? I'm not sure. Might have got that wrong. Alright, let's just check. Save data. I think I might have done it twice, but there you go. Okay, and now I can switch back to this whilst I set the game up. So bear with me just for 1 second. I'll worry about kits. I'll probably be streaming this again tomorrow, so I'll worry about kits then. Like right now, I just want to play the game. So let's get the in-game editor. I'll get that purchased and downloaded, and then we should be able to fire up the old game and see what happens. Providing Steam wants to play ball. There we go. Tools. Football Manager 2018. Does it not come under that anymore? Maybe it just comes under games. Football Manager 2018. How'd you get the in-game editor? There we go. I know what's going to happen now though. I'm going to get this, and then because I'm going to be recording all my other series at the same time, people are going to go, oh, shouldn't you have deactivated that or whatever, or you're going to be cheating. No, no, just because it's there doesn't mean I use it. I'll have to explain that in all my videos. Couldn't it also relate to heading ability? I think, is it just jumping reach and heading relate to? I genuinely don't know. You might be right. You could well be right. I genuinely don't know. Okay, so I assume that's just downloaded. So now I can fire up the game. Right, I do need to do one other thing before I mean, it's in the game, so I'll do it very quickly. I'll entertain you all whilst I'm talking. So I think I mentioned this. The Stevenage match tonight finished 1-1. Very good goal from Stevenage. Sort of short corner taken by Joe Martin. Newton ran onto it on the edge of the box and just thumped it into the top left corner. But then they also scored a very good pass, pullback, shot, goal. Almost in the exact same corner as well to equalise in the second half. So I think a draw was a pretty fair result considering Stevenage haven't been playing that great lately. A draw is always nice. It's just a shame that we couldn't push on and get the 3 points at the end because we had loads of chances. A lot of them went over the bar. I know in top 11 aerial reach is generally a keeper stat, but it would make sense for it to be what I believe. I mean, yeah, as I say, you're not wrong. On paper, it sounds plausible. If it wasn't for the fact there was jumping, reach, and heading, I'd be changing the aerial reach one definitely. Oh god, I hope this song isn't copyright striked. Not that it matters actually. I mean, it'll mute it on Twitch, but I don't have monetization anymore on YouTube, so to hell with it. To hell with it, to hell with it, to hell with it. It takes a day and an age to load as well. Alright, let's switch this back so that when I do flick it over it's not a pain. There we go. I love this new feature on OBS where I can set up everything that's on the other screen and then just press transition and it switches over. That's awesome. Alright, Football Manager 2018. Just got to wait for it to finish loading. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Might as well tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go into my Stevenage career and I'm going to export my match plan and also make sure that all my tactics, the latest versions, have been saved. The reason I'm covering the screen is because the videos that I've uploaded, I think we're up to episode 15, which went live today, so 16 goes live on Thursday, which is technically tomorrow, given the fact it's nearly 1 AM. The episodes I've actually recorded, I think it's up to 24, and we're like 2 seasons ahead, so I don't want any spoilers. Hahaha, Harrogate, best team in North Yorkshire. Yeah, fair enough. I won't dispute that. What I will say is it's sad to see York where they are, because my dad went to uni in York. And I used to have banter with a guy I was at school with. I mean, he was not a very nice person, to be fair, but the fact that Stevenage and York used to play each other fairly regularly meant that there was always, there's always banter flying around as to which team is better. I think that was when Clayton Donaldson played for York as well. And it's hard to believe that that was once a thing, but yeah, he played for York. And I'm just saving this really quickly and then I'll carry on talking. M4J match plan 1. Okay, I think I can quit to start screen. Make sure the game is saved. So yeah, when Clayton Donaldson played for York, I used to always get it in the ear about, oh, York are going to beat Stevenage at the weekend. I think there was one match where we won like 4-0, 3-4-0, something like that. Oh, he was quiet the next day. Very, very quiet. It was a Tuesday night game as well, if I remember rightly. So we had maths first thing on a Wednesday. Very, very quiet in that maths lesson.